people, we are back with Mr. Micheal and Niyitegeka. We're having technical glitches here and there. I told you earlier, share with everyone. Please share this video. Africa, we are not staying behind this time. This is the time that Africa is also going to partake. Facebook has just brought its own cryptocurrency, and that is a good wagon to step on. Could you explain to us about, have you heard about the Facebook cryptocurrency, their own cryptocurrency that they launched recently?
Yeah, I mean, bits of it are beginning to come through. What is happening is that all these tech giants are beginning to realize that they can actually become part of, or run the show when it comes to the internet money, if I put it that way, cryptocurrency. I see Facebook is a huge, I don't want to call it giant, but I mean with the numbers that Facebook has,
yes,
they have the capability of changing the entire dynamic in the digital currency space.
yes.
I mean, the implications we're going to see probably a year from now, or
Yes.
even faster than that.
Yes.
But it also means that governments or regulators are going to realize that if you read the book Who Moved My Cheese, the cheese is moving. And it's important that we pay attention to where the cheese is going.
All right.
And find a way of being part of
it.
of that. Be on the table where the cheese is going to be shared. Because this revolution is not going through government policy approval. It's not waiting for the G7 to sit and say this is okay. It's a mass revolution, if I could put it that way.
I hear you.
When people feel it, they move with it. Now,
Can you give me some internet?
the unfortunate bit is that we seem to be still stuck in where you think you have a lot of power. Government officials still think they have a lot of power to control the direction of how this is going to progress.
Yes.
But unfortunately, it is going to go way past them. And the earlier they wake up to the reality that things are moving faster than
They had
regulation,
anticipated, yes.
the better for them. So they have to land on their feet. They have to stay tuned to the changes. It also means that policy regulation needs to find out being as broad as possible to make sure as many people are part of the ecosystem as
Yes,
possible.
I hear you.
Yeah. So for us, it's critical that we pay attention to these changes. We have a very youthful population.
Yes.
We have the way that population can be part of is where we invest in making these people have the competence and the capability. That's the critical thing. The type of jobs that are coming are not probably the sit in the office kind of jobs. We need to make sure that the mobility of labor is not one of physical space. It's going to be on the internet.
Okay.
And services and selling of products is going to move from hawking. That's why we're seeing people now, you have Chipugo online, you have Udacart, that is the direction. And it won't change because of the demographics that we have in this country.
I hear you. Now, I mean, everyone is talking blockchain, everyone is talking fourth industrial revolution. There's some people out there who know nothing, but they're listening to you. What would you explain to them about it?
Yeah, like in the revolution, it comes with its own dynamics. So the fourth industrial revolution is, like I say, it's the game of the internet.
Yes.
You have your Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data, and then your the blockchain technology, which then drives, you have the bitcoins or the cryptocurrencies that run on that. And so the reason they're calling it the fourth industrial revolution is because it's going to change the way businesses transact or is done. It's going to change the way we interact with the different communities.
It is. It is not. We are good. It is.
Yes.
It's still okay.
So it's the dynamics that are in this whole space of the fourth industrial revolution is, was one person at the World Economic Forum who declared it the fourth industrial revolution. The world has followed through and is trying to catch up with the fourth industrial revolution, simply because we're beginning to see a lot of opportunities or possibilities that are there with the internet. The internet started as a military communication framework, and we just jumped onto it and became a commodity. We are seeing much more than we thought about maybe at the time when the internet was becoming a big thing. So whereas many people in Africa or this part of the world are beginning to see the power of the internet, 20 years ago, the internet has been around from the 60s, the 70s. That's the difference.
Now, when it comes to, I've heard about artificial intelligence.
Yes.
That even me, a layman, there's a friend of mine who was telling me about artificial intelligence, and he's like, my fridge will tell the supermarket that please send 10 tomatoes, 5 oranges, when machines are going to start running the show on our behalf.
The easiest example I can give is if you're using Gmail, you probably when you're typing now, you will see what you call predictive text.
Okay.
So it knows you're starting, how are you, and it will pick the first name. If your email address, the person you're sending to, has a complete name like John or Remy, it will complete for you and say Remy.
Oh my God.
And it will probably give you another sentence, because what it does is that it continuously
reads my character, my role.
No, it stores the way you're texting. So how so it creates a profile around you. So if you start with good day, it will hope your day was well. So that's machine learning. So the machine learns what you are doing.
I think I have seen it with my iPhone when I'm texting.
So it
keeps the phrases.
It doesn't keep the phrases. So what it does is that if you're using Gmail, behind Gmail is algorithms that are learning you. The other example I can give is if you receive an air ticket in your let's say Gmail, in Google Mail, it knows how to read the structure of an e-ticket.
Okay.
So it picks that air ticket and takes it to your calendar.
Wow.
And tells you are supposed to be, so you probably see, even if you didn't take it to your calendar, when you're supposed to travel, it will alert you are supposed to be setting off for the airport.
I hear you.
Because it has mapped if you're in Kampala, but on average it takes you about 2 hours to Entebbe. So, and your check-in time is, let's say, 3 hours. So it will alert you 5 hours before. That is the power that you can process massive data in microseconds or milliseconds, and that's why it is a revolution.
Yes.
The other example I can give is, so when we talk about the Internet of Things, your fridge, it will learn how you buy, you consume the things that move fastest, and can advise you that you're running low on this because your desired threshold storage is XY. So what companies like Samsung are doing is getting into your fridge racks that are internet driven, which connects to your phone or connects to your other devices. I visited somebody in the UK, and when he enters the car, the Google Assistant tells him, "Welcome, Richard. Would you want to listen to your favorite music?"
No, I'll go for you.
And before he does it, he says, "Yes," or "Please keep quiet today."
Oh my God.
and he will keep quiet. And then will say, "Are you going home?"
Hey.
Because it knows at about 5 you're going home.
Hey.
So it's going to make us lazy because you don't have to think to live.
Machines are going to think for us.
I mean, they're already doing it. Like I'm saying, but they're already doing it. You can decide that it's not true, but it is here. The people that are in the airline industry, ticketing and booking, what is happening there?
That job is rendered.
It's becoming a challenge. So for you to be part of this, you will need to find a way of thinking higher than
before
the internet. No, higher than the internet.
How can I think higher than the internet? Google knows it all.
It doesn't know it all.
Hey, okay.
It doesn't know it all.
Google doesn't know it all.
It doesn't know
Don't
it
be
all.
scared like me, my friends.
It doesn't know it all. And that's why the human intellect is going to remain way superior than the internet. But we have a choice to allow the internet to think
for us,
or for us to direct the internet on how to think. So,
let's work out a plan to direct the internet on how to think for us.
Yes. But that can only happen if we also up our game in terms of our capability and competence.
Capability and competence.
So we must educate ourselves on when all this is processed and given to us, what value can I add on it?
Yes.
Because it is until then that you're able to add value, to say, no, I don't want this tomato, I want something else, that the internet will also now begin a whole new process of learning you. Yeah. But there are homes now, you get to the gate, it does your facial recognition, it will open the gate.
Are they in Kampala?
Not in Kampala. But there are gates right now or even homes where you go there, it will dial me and it will show me the person at my door. That is here.
Wanji?
Yeah.
Repeat it?
Yeah, so
it will dial.
So if I have closed my gate and walked away, I can leave a device, so that device is security. You can place it at your door. So if Michael walks in, it will dial me and say you have a guest at your gate.
Hey! Ugandan thieves are dead.
Yeah. This technology has been around for some time. So it will dial it. Now you have a choice to say yes,
let him in,
or
no,
or not. So these technologies have been around. It's
and
just
like these villagers who used to come and just visit without saying.
Yeah. I was attending a conference here, and we were with a South African who received a call, and there was somebody at the gate. His gate in South Africa.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. And he was telling him, I'm not around, I'm in
Uganda.
He's like, I had come to pass by to check on you. So that's the Internet of Things. Where devices are connected, your homes are connected. You walk in, it will know Michael has walked in because it has scanned
your
full profile. It will ask you, do you want me to play your music, or do you want me to microwave something for you?
Me, the one which I saw and I thought, I was in America, it was called Alexa.
Yeah.
You remember that?
It's
and then they'll tell Alexa, play this song. I was like,
yeah. So that's what we're talking about, where the machine learns you and profiles you. I think Alexa, there is Siri, there are a couple of these But also, let's look at call centers. You now have chatbots.
What?
Yeah, so a chatbot is a chat robot that responds to questions that tend to be predictive. So if you say, how are you? It will say, I am fine. Is it possible to find a room? It will ask you which room. So you think you're talking to a human being, but at the back of it all is a robot.
I think iPhone, one day I had a problem with my iPhone, and the person was almost intelligent but also very...
Yeah, so they go for very specific questions.
Yes.
So if you say Jebareko, it will say, I didn't get it.
That's how we're going to catch them. Hey, Africa!
Yeah.
We're going to catch them there. Jebareko.
But sooner than later, it will learn.
It will learn Jebareko.
Yes. It will learn that because you can train it. You can train the robot. You can train the chatbot that when they say Jebareko, this is what you
It's
respond.
a Uganda word meaning.
Yes.
Hey. How are we escaping?
Yeah. So companies are going to find a way of investing in these resources, but you have to invest significantly in training them, making sure they understand the context. And I guess that's why for some of my economists it's going to take a little bit of some time, especially with language technologies, because you have such a diverse language. But that will be for a short while, because my son, our daughters, are predominantly English speaking. So if that is the way, it also means that they are likely to find technology way better. My son picks the phone and he says, Siri, can you play for me some soul music?
Don't laugh at me. Can I tell you I've never used Siri? I have an iPhone.
Yeah.
But I've never used Siri.
I mean, you're not alone. There are certain things that I find ridiculous to use. Some of those are like those assistants, because I feel I'm in control. I understand what I want.
I hear you.
If I want music, I know what kind of music I want.
I agree.
But he will pick my phone, he's going for a workout and says, can I have some workout music?
Hey.
And it will start playing. And then we'll ask, do you like it? No, make it faster.
Hey.
Research and find one that is faster. Slow it down a little bit. It will say, so it just responds to your instructions.
Yeah. Now, one thing I would love to talk about while we're talking about these things is this conference you guys are, the blockchain conference. By the way, the reason we are doing this chat is because there is a conference called the Africa Blockchain Conference that is going to be held from the 5th, the 3rd? From the 3rd and the 4th of July. At Serena. Those of you who have not yet gotten hi Rita, Namatika. Those of you who have not yet gotten your tickets, please, this is a place to be. All manner of industry, they are going to address how you can get onto the wagon of the 4th Industrial Revolution. And during there, they will tackle different areas. So, during this conference, which area are you going to tackle?
My personal area is in the whole space of human competence.
Okay. Tell us more about human competence.
The guys in the technology space, we will be very excited about what is happening in the technology space. We're extremely excited about what is happening and the possibilities. But you see, for the internet to become an economic driver, it means you need to have numbers behind it. If I'm building an app and the way you demonstrate value for your app is the numbers that download the app.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you're building an app, let's say cooking app, Ugandan food, how to cook Ugandan food, it's an app, and you have 40 people downloading it or using it, that is not economically viable.
Okay.
It's the numbers, it's a numbers game. So we need to think about the universal applicability of some of these tools. So the need to have masses understand the power of the internet, but also to use the internet is going to be essential.
I hear you.
For that to happen, we must educate our people. They must be competent. If you notice that most of our banks are going online.
Oh, I am saying that.
Yeah.
I'm saying
So I can pay my bills. I can virtually do everything off my bank account without actually leaving the bank.
Going in a queue like long time ago. Songa moja.
Or moving money from this account to mobile money. Now, for banks to see value out of that, it means that you need a massive, a good percentage of your consumers being able to use the internet.
I hear you.
When you have majority of your consumers not able to use the internet, it means you have invested significant infrastructure and resources into this product.
But it's not going to be consumable.
But people are not consuming it. And therefore people still want to have a checkbook. People still want to walk into the bank and get cash. And yet they could have done everything on their devices.
Now I have two fella questions. Fellow fellas, you can type any question and we give it to him. Don't hesitate to ask. For now, let me be the one who is asking all the fella questions because I'm a fella in this area. I kid you not. So, if, for example, for Africa, 15% generally is the urban population. 85% is the rural population. English, namna gani bye bye, see you tomorrow. Then after English is a problem, technology, how to use how to own a smartphone, to use technology will also be very hard. So how do we balance this for Africa? Because now, our biggest problem is that the goods that we are selling, which is the internet, is very tricky for the larger population of Africa.
So the internet is not tricky. What is tricky is understanding how to have value of the internet. So you'll find a lot of people are using on WhatsApp.
WhatsApp.
But they're not going to any school.
Even judges are using WhatsApp.
There you go. So what that tells you is that when people find value in a service, they don't need to go to school to use it.
Okay. I hear you.
That's what it means. Now, it means that we need to be creative with the products and services, such that if I'm not using it, then I am missing out a lot. And that's why tools like WhatsApp, Twitter, mobile money, Facebook, people have not gone to school to learn how to use them. But here is the trick. The trick is, how do you make money off it? How do you use that? Remember, your Facebook right now is a marketplace.
All right, yeah.
And it is not limited by a boundary. You can choose your boundaries. We're still running onto Facebook and Twitter and Instagram for social business.
I hear you.
I mean, just
marketing, PR.
Not even.
Yes.
We're not doing a lot of marketing. We're not doing a lot of PR. We're just there for
why? Kugeya Rugambo.
So has done this. You quickly share, and that goes very fast.
I hear you.
But there are not very many people who are spending time educating themselves. Because that's the power.
Have you understood? We need to educate ourselves.
Yeah, that's what it means. That I can invest in the New York stock when I'm in Uganda because my bank has given me a bank card that is a universal card. It's a Visa-enabled card. So I'm a global player in the big thick of things. Even if I have $10 or $20, I can invest in a startup that is doing crowdfunding, and I can put there my $100, if I could put it that way.
You get shares.
And I get my shares. So that is the grand scheme of things. That's what I'm trying. That's why I just keep on saying, the internet has ceased to be a product. It is a marketplace. Now, the way we are training people to go to China to trade with China, we need to invest even more resources in training people on how to get value to market on the internet.
Okay.
That, I mean, that's what it's going to be. When you have a good product, nobody cares. That's why you find there are hotels that don't have travel agents.
Yeah.
They don't need. So they've built a robust website that is well optimized for search, that they will be booked throughout the year because of the way they have positioned themselves. That's what it means. So when you understand the dynamics of the market, we know the dynamics we know are totally different from the dynamics in a cow.
Now I love exactly where we are.
Yeah.
Now, most of the things we are consuming from the internet are realities of the Western world.
True.
Where they were produced in the beginning.
True.
As Africa, how are we going to get these things and tailor-make them to our reality?
We don't have to get them to tailor-make them to our reality. What we need is to do our own and make it a global product. So how do I deliver the chikapu that we used to take to the market and still take to the market and make it a global product?
I hear you.
Your number one challenge is you cannot sustain supply.
I hear you.
Because we've not processed that and aligned it. That's the biggest challenge. There are many products that you can see in our market. People come and pick them in this market, take them to the US, sell them 1,000 times more than they bought them here. Now, people then will tell you the middleman is a problem. No, it's your level of incompetence that is a problem.
Okay,
not the middleman.
What it did?
Not
Don't.
the middleman.
There's a saying, a bad workman
blames the tool. Yeah.
Okay.
So that for me is the greatest need that we have as a country.
Okay.
How do we educate our people? I mean, for me, nothing makes me more sad than seeing a university graduate who cannot use email.
When you can't even use email.
So it means that in the grand scheme of things, you're going to struggle with a lot of things. But they probably have bundles for
WhatsApp
chat,
video laughing,
call,
YouTube. She knows how to navigate YouTube and love the videos.
There you go. But yet, the way we used to write letters, dear sir, it's going to start with an email, or it's going to be on Twitter. There are people that I have interacted with on Twitter that meeting them in their offices would have been very complicated. But we chat on Twitter, a decision is made, and you're going to the office more for formalizing whatever you agreed on. But and that takes time to understand the people. It takes time to understand when are they online. It takes time to understand how they consume what you're sharing. So if you're going to sell on the internet, it's also important to know who are you selling to.
I have a Twitter story. Guys, I also have a Twitter story. One time I go to Botswana and somebody had said, I'm going to help you out. I get there, I get to my hotel. The person is MIA. You know those Ugandan tricks of people outside countries? I went on Twitter. I put there empowering women, hashtag Botswana, hashtag women empowerment, and that was it. My inbox got full. And from that tweet, I am a good friend to Bobolo Kennywen, the current Minister of Investment in Botswana. And I met her that time when I was doing that. But I got her from Twitter.
Yeah, so it's how you want to derive value. And that's one of the things I try to share with when I have an opportunity to talk to young people or even corporate organizations, to say, you see, you can choose that we have internet, I have WhatsApp, I have everything there. But you can also choose to say, I can make money off it.
Yes.
From a business perspective, from a network perspective. So the power is in the choice that you make and how you want to see that product. I'm into a family farm, and so this time around we did potatoes. So I took a picture and said, hey, we planted X value and we're looking forward to the harvest, and we need big buyers, one sack. There are people that went to my DM and say, so what are you likely to sell at? What price? In other words, they're already beginning to make contact.
Yes.
Now, I could have said, let me, my tweet, I want to be perceived as a farmer. I don't want to be associated
with farming on my professional Twitter handle.
Yes, I'll just keep to the network and do what I'm supposed to be doing. So that is the power of the internet, if I could put it that way. How we choose to use it is up to us. I also believe there are very many Ugandans who want to do much more, but they don't know how. We run a training for small medium enterprises on digital skills, basic digital skills, and we were focusing on the internet. Teaching them how to do their tax return on URA portal was like a miracle. Yeah, like you don't need an agent to make your return.
Who would it be, you people? You don't need an agent to do your tax return.
Yeah, because URA has simplified most of the things. You have your TIN number, you go in and say, I've made this business. You declare, and then it will say, okay, this is what your income tax is. Then go ahead and make a payment.
I think it's going to save us from that corrupt thing. Or someone put me down and you're going
and that's what I'm trying to say. Educate yourself. There are those who thrive on your inability.
Your ignorance.
To comprehend, and it's not very complicated. It's not very complicated.
Yeah, I'm going to be educated. I want to save my money. Now, if I am just an ordinary girl doing business as usual out there, what would you tell me? Why should I pay my money to come for the blockchain conference, the Africa Blockchain Conference?
Again, it depends on where you're at right now. You could be in a comfort place where you think the thing has nothing on me.
I hear you.
It can't touch me.
I hear you.
I have arrived, things are running. Yeah, you probably don't need to come because you have arrived. There's nothing much we can tell you. You could be at a point where you're like, you know what?
I want to be a billionaire.
I need to understand this. You don't even have to make money off it, but I need to understand this. Because in one way or the other, it is here.
I hear you.
That is the place to be.
I hear you.
If you're a decision maker, you run a business, you own a business, the reality is that this revolution is already in your space.
I hear you.
Now, I was speaking to one of the bank managers who walked to me and said, this blockchain money. I'm like, what do you mean? These things, I saw you last year's conference. Like, I saw you talking about this. You are moderating. I said, yes, I was. tell me, is this money real? So I said, there are two things. There is blockchain, there is Bitcoin. Which one are you talking about? Then she was like, Bitcoin. Yeah, so Bitcoin and blockchain
are different.
They're different. So blockchain is the technology, the platform where the Bitcoins are running. So it's like you have an operating system, and on top of that operating system, you have many other things that are running. But they came at the same time. It's a technology, if I could put it that way.
There's a friend of mine who does cosmetics in Tanzania. It's called Shehanasa. I wanted to interest her in this because she's very, she catches things quickly. She has a sharp business mind, but the scammers in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency scared her off. She cannot even listen to this. So how do I get such a person back on board?
Yeah, it's in the power that the blockchain technology is going to have in the way we transact business. Forget about Bitcoin, because that's just one use case. That's one use case. Because you see, she's in the cosmetics industry. The first thing that probably you want to demonstrate to your client is where are the products coming from, because of the fakeness and all that. So what blockchain does is it creates a chain. It's a chain, and every time there's a transaction on that chain, it is activated. So if you're buying products from supplier X, all the actors on that chain are activated whenever there is a transaction. So that's the visibility that blockchain brings us.
But wouldn't it give my production secret away? Okay, no. I'm saying that if it
doesn't give the production secret, it only gives the product, because then I can know that this product.
If like me, I am your competitor.
Yeah.
And if we use blue bananas, we will all get the same product at the end of the day.
True.
But the fact that you don't know that I use blue bananas is giving me a competitive edge over you.
Yeah.
Now, isn't blockchain going to expose that I use blue bananas, that you also get to know and then go and also buy blue bananas and you kill my competitive edge?
It's a choice that you want to have. It's a choice that you want to have. The essence is that, so there's a use case in Uganda around medicine supplies. So you're able to track medicine from the time it leaves the warehouse. Actually, I think you can pick it all the way from the time it leaves the manufacturer's place to the warehouse, to the district, to the health center. So I can, with the technology now, I am able to see if anything happens along this chain. I can quickly say. So that's so it creates a certain level of transparency
and integrity. I have this joke of mine for Africa. Integrity went for honeymoon in Hawaii, but I think blockchain will go and return it.
We can choose not to use blockchain.
Hey, but I possess blockchain.
No, but my take is that we probably will jump onto the blockchain bandwagon. Like I said, it is a choice. Government will be the best use case for blockchain. That by the time you're given a contract to supply a service, all these people on the chain are activated. That Michael is applying to deliver the service. Michael has now reached this stage. With that stage, I can now go to the bank and say, give me like a 40% and start mobilizing. Because everybody sees.
It's transparent.
It is, so that level of transparency. It's a ledger kind of thing. You see this moves here, this moves here, this activates, this node is activated. So you everything is visible to the people on the platform, on the chain. And I think back to your lady who is in Tanzania.
Sheikh Hanasa, this is for you. This is for you, my sister. You've got to join this bandwagon, my sister.
Yeah, so the difference is that not everything that is on blockchain is Bitcoin. Yeah. And not everything that is cryptocurrency
Is Bitcoin.
is Bitcoin.
More than that, because the Facebook now that brings me, now I'm getting smarter, you guys. I'm getting smarter. I'm smarter than you should. It means that the Facebook currency is a cryptocurrency but a different one.
Yeah.
Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency but a different one. XYZZZZ is also cryptocurrency.
Tons of cryptocurrencies. So people create these currencies and they give them values and then people start buying them.
Kakati, how do I find that this is authentic? Here they will steal from me. This is okay, this is not.
I mean, there are ways to, like you go to booking.com and you want to know whether this hotel is genuine or not genuine. So what the first thing you do is you look at the reviews.
Good.
Yeah, so anything that is in the digital space, someone has a review about it.
There are some cryptocurrencies that have good reviews, but then they are packed cheap. And I was talking to my friend from Zambia, Susan Mwape, today this morning, and she was very excited about the blockchain conference. She's very excited, and she had had results out of it. But for them, their cryptocurrency that was giving them issues, it was a mining company that had created it. But now they are closing ship and giving them little money and balance and all that. But they were authentic before. And last week I was watching an online video by Director-Refactory, and he was saying that, hey, be careful about this cryptocurrency business. Do your due diligence. So
yeah, so it comes back to due diligence. Like the way, if you remember a time when we had what we call circles, like people used to put money in circles. So typically, most of these products that are still going through, what can I call it? Like a regulatory phase, they are likely to, you'll have people, all sorts of scammers or whatever it is. So you walk in with your feet and you take the risk. Because some have become very big, but because now when Uber started, nobody thought you could actually have car sharing services. Now we have tons of apps.
Taxify.
Yes, so it's no longer rocket science. The same thing with self-border. So when people see the technology, the guys who started will do the hard work. The others, it's not hard work.
That is the unfair part about it.
But that's the beauty of the internet, the
So
marketplace.
For us Africans, like no, yes, but kids, it was like when everyone bring in your idea and we see. So the kids went and put their idea of M-Pesa. The adults took it. The adults benefited cartoon. Now the thing has gone. It has gone global. It became mobile money. It finished being mobile money. It became Wave in the United States. It's all over the world. But when it comes like Mark Zuckerberg, and I people second names, I just remember them, and all the other, like Steve Jobs, maybe both they know how to keep their things and they grow with it in the Western world. What are we going to do as African innovators to keep our innovation so that we ride with them even when they become very successful?
I think we're in a pretty disadvantaged environment because in the US you probably need to have an idea and a prototype, and there'll be somebody who's willing to what we call angel investment. So they're happy to put in $1,000 for you to try and see if it works, and then support you. So the ecosystem is wired for innovators. That's not here because there are people who have money and they're willing to invest in these startups. The difference is our trust, our trust value is a tricky one. And
we're not very credit worthy.
We're not trustworthy even before we become credit worthy. So and I don't want to generalize, but I guess that's one of the greatest challenges that we have. That can I trust you that this idea you have, you are genuinely thinking about it you've met people who find you like at a shopping mall and will say, I am stranded, I'm coming from a hospital, I need transport to go to Uzira, and you feel like, yeah, I need to help this person. And then you turn around, you find the guy having a cappuccino. Yeah. So with that kind of context, it becomes very difficult. So we need to work on ourselves. And that's why people even are asking the question, why is it that startups that have a European face out of Africa is likely to raise a lot of money very fast compared to an African startup with an African? It comes back to, can I trust you? Can I trust you? That white guy, and we need to break this. We need to demonstrate that I can be trusted. That if you give me your $1,000, I'll return 1,500 because of the value. And so, and those are the things that I wish we can spend more time working on as a continent, as a people, than all this noise that we are making. Because until the people are able to participate in the ecosystem, it will remain alien to us.
Now, don't worry guys, now let me ask you questions, don't worry. People have questions here.
Okay.
And as I look for their questions, because my technology is not very kind, and 1 minute it's nice, the other minute it's not. Mana mungulire yoka iPad akapya kano kalwadde kamutwe. So, hey Sheila Taratibu, how are you my love? It's been a while. So, waliyo mwami bamuyita Alinda Richard. Mwami Alinda Richard agamba, what you're talking about is actually where we are all heading. Now, what we need is, Mwami Alinda now, what we need is the government to invest in technology right from the grassroots. I'm a student of technology, and take it or not, we have to invest in technology massively. Mwami Alinda kyagamba okiteesaako ki?
I think government is investing in technology. The other day, the president, I think, was in Soroti launching the 4th phase of the national backbone infrastructure. Good. I have no problem with that. It's like building a highway, and like the president used to say, and the best value you get out of the highway is to bring your cassava to dry it on the highway.
The best what?
Value is to bring your cassava to dry it on the highway.
Make it easier for me to understand.
So you have, let's say, the Tirinyi highway, tarmac. So you planted cassava, but you don't have a surface in your homestead that provides you the capability to dry properly. So the greatest value you have from the tarmac is that it allows you to dry the cassava. So if you drive up country, you'll find people drying sorghum, drying all sorts of things. But yet the real value for that tarmac is if you're able to load a trailer of cassava and then you take it to Kampala or any other city. So the capacity of the internet and investment in this country is actually significant. But the value, the return on investment to the individuals is minimal. Simply because the people don't have the capacity and the competence. What we started with,
capacity and competence.
So if there's anything I would tell government to do is invest in educating people. Because when you educate people and then you create an environment that smartphones are regarded as economic tools, not as luxury tools. And therefore your tax regime recognizes this as a productivity tool. The way you're not taxing tractors, you don't tax the smartphone. When you do that, you activate demand because now people can access these devices
affordably.
When they can afford them, then they can begin to demand for better services. Then they can use the government services. Then they can apply for the passport online. Then they can, a lot of things are activated because they have the confidence to go online. I know people who say, I cannot use internet banking because I don't know who else is seeing my money.
But
it's just a mindset thing. The fear is just a mindset thing. So the greatest investment is in enabling people to own the product.
Wonderful.
And then participate in it.
Kakati, is our government investing in technology from the grassroots?
I would say yes. There's been a lot of investment. You probably can now access internet in every corner of this country.
What did it take?
Airtel, I think, has from a 4G coverage, I think Airtel has a great 4G coverage. In my own village, which is over 300 kilometers out of Kampala, further down, about 40 kilometers inside, I get super 4G capability.
Wonderful.
So, private and government have done the investment.
Yes.
But if we're to look at what kind of content are people searching for in that community,
yes,
I can bet 90% is going to be WhatsApp traffic.
How do we utilize?
If you can do WhatsApp, it means
you can do Facebook.
You can do Facebook, but you can also go online and learn something. But you will need to be educated. I know the gentleman who has set up a shop in our village, and you come with a challenge. He goes online, searches your phone device, searches the model, and asks Google or whichever support. Then he updates your device and charges you
money for your ignorance.
Absolutely.
Corner.
So you see what I'm saying? So you need many of those to be able to do a number of things.
I hear.
No, but that is level of education. Uganda Communications Commission has installed over, I think, in close to 1,000 schools, and these are community schools. Each school has given, on average, about 40 computers connected to the internet.
Hey.
Yeah. But here's a challenge. You see, these schools received the computers, but they were not prepared on how to optimally utilize these.
I hear.
So it remains a UCC project somewhere.
But I like what MTN is doing with the comedy adverts of Mr. Gugusa.
Yeah.
Probably, if we do more in that.
I guess we need to go beyond that. We need to go beyond that. We need to go to a point where, in the current circumstances, what can we help people to learn? So if you are into a restaurant business, how can Google help you to learn
how to be a top
chef
or restaurant?
Yes. I tell people that everything I know in the technology space, I have read off the internet. I haven't been to an IT school. I just use the power of the internet. I will see a blog, I will read it. I will see an article, I will read it. And contextualize it in my own space.
And your reality.
Yes. But we need more of those.
Wonderful, wonderful. Kakati, antitotoa kati nafe tujawo wanga wasoma. Ubona atusasuza muweleze sente mwa batayagala kusoma bintu ku internet. This one is asking again, the last one. Hey, technology is an area which must be much embraced by the government and not individuals. This is because it's also soon going to be a major source of revenue in the near future. Therefore, our government must invest massively in technology right from primary level. This way, it is done in European countries and it has become so successful. No, it's time to put our government to task and invest in those areas. So, what measures have you put to make the government realize that this is needed for growth? Mwami Alinda, question you and Harvard, what day?
I think you don't need to push government. The infrastructure that is there, if you can get to utilize 10% of that infrastructure, 30% of that infrastructure, there will be a lot of value.
Yes.
So if the national backbone has come to your district, it means that the district officers now can access government services or infrastructure. What we need is an empowered citizenry. The citizens that know I don't need to go to Remy or Micheal or Natalie or wherever it is to get this service. I can actually log online and apply. Now, on the other end is to also empower government employees that they can find greater value, because we still find people who believe in control. So you can't say, I submitted my application online, and they're like, no, it doesn't work, so you have to apply. Yeah, I mean, in some places, I think not applying for portal, and they made it look very complicated. And when you call Kampala will tell you, yeah, you can do it online. There isn't a lot of complication. That's what I'm telling you. The people who still think they control your ability to apply for a TIN number for your team. But yet, if you have access to the internet, you can apply for your tax identification. And everything will come to you, approved and everything. You don't need. Yeah. So government is doing. We can ask for more, and we need more from government. But I think if we can get to use the little that has been put in place, for us to do it optimally, for us to do it, I'll give you a good example. Government decided to have the visa application for people who are coming to visit Uganda online. Revenue collection for visa for government tripled in less than a year. Because everything is there. I have a guest from India who is here training our students. He applied for his visa. He got it, approval and payment done in less than 30 minutes.
We need this, you guys, because procrastination was such a huge disease.
Yeah. So
and the bureaucracy.
So the government has invested. You have services that are more outward, investor, whatever, facing, but you also have a lot of services that are this side, facing the customers. So look at KCCA. For me to pay for my trading license, I can do 70% of the process online and just go to a division office and end a division office. So I no longer need to go to like our business in Kampala Central, that you only have to go to Kampala Central. I can go to Nakawa and I will pay for my trading license.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah, so these services are there. You're seeing students applying online in these public universities. So there are a lot of these things that are happening, but you need to spend time educating people.
Okay, I hear you on that one.
Yeah.
Basically, in this, as Africans, what I like in this discussion, what I have picked most is, it is our mandate, the government at Riyamb is not going to help us. You as a community leader and a community person and a person who cares about the community, it is your responsibility to be educated yourself and to educate somebody else in your community, and to see how you can get a few in your community on board, because the fourth industrial revolution is here and we're not staying behind. I have heard this thing that Mzungus are teaching, okay, Mzungu might be a little bit blue anyway, that the Western world, right, like they're teaching English and math and whatever, they're also teaching coding from nursery school. Is that something should we also adapt in our education system, these things?
I think what we need to teach people is to learn how to solve problems.
Learn how to solve.
So that if there's a problem,
what's the solution?
There's a solution. And probably technology could be the solution provider.
Mm-hmm.
Our education system kills our ability to ask.
Actually, the critical thinking ability.
Yes.
Mm.
Critical is higher, even to ask a question.
Now, what will for you?
Yeah. It kills it. That when your boss gives you an instruction, you cannot say how. Is it possible?
Or why?
Or why? It is let me go. 2 weeks I am struggling with it, and yet I could have asked a question. So what are educations? Because we see quite a number of people who are writing code, but they're not progressive simply because they're not solving problems. You wake up in the morning, you dreamt about a tool that is going to help farmers find the best price, then you build an app. You have no idea who the farmer is. You have no idea what challenges, you have no idea how the market is structured. It won't work.
I hear it.
So we need to think. We need to learn how to ask. And that's what
research actually.
Yes, and that's what education should do. It should make you feel comfortable challenging the status quo. Why is it this way? Now, when we do that, then the other pieces are going, because you see, 10 years ago developing a website, you had to write what we call code. Like everything you had to write from scratch. Now, I didn't need to learn how to write code.
The templates are there.
WordPress is there, Webflow is there,
Blogspot.
Blue. So these guys have gone ahead and built 80%. The 20% is the context. So do I need a web developer? Probably not. Because if I understand the dynamics, the rest is easy peasy. But that will require you to, first of all, know how you want to position your website, how do you want to optimize it for search, how do you want to link it with your social media. There are all these pieces that you will need to plug in for it to work.
And I have had a good time. Thank you so much for that wealth of information. I hope you've also been informed. For more information on such great topics, and you have to just attend the conference.
I think the last thing for me, the value I had last year in attending the conference, much as I was involved in the organization, is seeing the amount of investment that is being put in these technologies in other parts of the world. Yes. So governments, private sector are significantly investing in these tools, in trying to understand how is it going to disrupt. The lawyers are trying to find, do I still need to hire a legal clerk, or I need a chatbot to help you file your case? Now some of these things are not very far from us.
They are here.
They are here. You've had our courts are now going to start e-filing. So the person that you used to have, who used to run to the court to submit a file, that job is likely to be affected. That young lawyer who used to look at that as an entry into a law firm needs to rethink
how to enter the firm now.
You have what we call digital libraries or legal libraries people used to be paid to do legal research.
Mm.
Your digital libraries now are highly indexed. You go in, you say, I am looking for 1, 2, 3 things. It will bring a pile of cases that are associated with what you're looking for. So, attending some of these conferences allow you to have an appreciation of what is happening in the world.
Okay.
And then from there, you're able to choose what you think works best for you. You also clarify a lot of ambiguity that you possess, that you have. So my appeal is that look at it as an investment. That whatever business you're in right now, the disruption is coming. Whether you're a university, you're going to be disrupted. If you're a high school, you're going to be disrupted. If you're a church, you're going to be disrupted. If you are an NGO, you're going to be disrupted. So the disruption is going to be across, or is happening across. And the only way you can be part of the disruption is if you understand how fast the wave is coming.
And how to jump onto it. Equip yourself for it.
Move and then glide with it.
You call it capacitate yourself.
You need to have the capacity to swim with the tide.
When I worried, you need to have the capacity to swim with the tide. Mwebale kujja, log on to www.africanblockchain.org to find out more about this conference. Tubesunze, this time Africa tetusigala mabega. I'm depending on you. Mr. Michael is also depending on you. We are all depending on you. See you there. Love you. Bye.
Ready?